Hi everybody, it's Ellen again, and I thought that I would try my hand at a charm of sorts. I started messing around this morning, making butterfly after butterfly after butterfly, trying to find the right design that I liked. Either they weren't connected enough in the middle, or they were too loose, or the bottom was too skinny, and it just kind of wasn't going the way I wanted it to. So I kept trying and trying, and this one was close, so I really liked how we were starting there, and then this one is the one that I think worked out the best. This is made entirely on one loom. It has remnants of the Kaleidoscope pattern in it, so if you know that one, that shouldn't be too hard then. It's a little different, I suppose. It's definitely probably more difficult than some of the other charms, so it's not an easy one to make. A lot of bands to lay. We do take part of it off and put it back on and do a couple of crazy things, I suppose, but I'm going to show you how to make this charm, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll get started. So we're going to take our loom, and it's set up like this, offset pattern. It's just one. Have it set like that. And put this little guy here. And at first we're going to lay the bands for the body and the antenna. And we're going to start by laying the band here. It'll be double banded, and it's going to be whatever you want for the antenna color. I'm just going to make mine all the same. So my antenna, and then the next four we lay will be double banded as well, and that'll be the color of the body. Okay, so let's push those way down. So we have the antenna, and then the body, and then just get them down there, because now we're going to pretend like they're not there until almost the end of the bracelet. Alright, so then we're going to start by coming up to this end, and put a band here, single banded, and this is the color of your perimeter of your butterfly. Back to the beginning, and we're going to lay a band here and here. These are also your perimeter bands. So we lay a band here, and then a band here. And we'll go back up this way. We're going to actually make kind of a half hexagon here. Single banded. This is the perimeter for your butterfly. Okay, so we got that. And then next we're going to make kind of a crazy little shape right here, which is the bottom part of the wing. I first tried just to do a triangle, but that didn't look right because it was too skinny. So I made up a different way that kind of gives it a little bit more rounder appearance. So a band here, a band here, band this way, and come back. And then this way, just like that. Now we're going to make the other half of the perimeter only backwards. So band here, and come back like that. Band here, here, and like that. So your bands should be from starting here, up this way, to this pin, back, forward, and up this way. So it looks like a diamond in the middle, and then back out, and there. It's important that this is laid correctly, otherwise we won't be able, you'll end up looming these together, and you don't want the bottom part of your butterfly together, so just kind of like that. Now we're going to lay the other half of the hexagon up here. Two. And bring it here. Like that. So that's the perimeter for the butterfly. Then what we're going to do is add an end cap here and here. They will both be the perimeter colors, and you'll want to triple band or triple loop them around. So 1, 2, and 3. And come back and do the same thing here. Like that. And now I'm going to turn my loom sideways. We're actually just going to work in this middle part for now. And remember, we're not looking at these bands. They're invisible. Pretend they're not there now. And we're going to make a starburst pattern right here. I figured out that it seems to work best when we have 1 band, 2 bands, 2 bands, 1 band in the pattern, because otherwise it gets too bulky next to the body. You can try it how you like, but that's what I think worked when I looked at it. So we'll go 1 band. Let's see, we're working right here. 1 band, 2 bands, 2 bands, and 1 band, like that. And then we'll put an end cap on here. Be any color you want for these. And then we'll do the same thing over here, only if you want the butterfly to be the same on both sides, we're actually mirroring this, so the bottom of this wing is orange, and then we're going to start up here, so this band will be orange as well. And then the other ones are double banded, and they don't have to be 2 colors, but I like colorful butterflies, so 2 bands, 2 bands, 1 band. So then we're mirroring, so this will be pink. And then we need another end cap. And these are just wrapped around twice. Like that. So now we will come up to this first upper wing, and we've technically already laid part of the starburst pattern that we lay in here. That's the black bands for me for the perimeter of the butterfly. But on this, it's what comes down to bring it down to the body. So when we do our starburst here, we've already done this, so we're going to start and go up this way. But I guess actually we're coming down this way, because otherwise it won't loop correctly. So whichever color you want here, start up here. These are one bands, and then bring it down to the middle, like that. And over here from this corner, I'm using different bands than I use. They're those neon ones that Michael distributed, and they're always stuck together, so. Okay, so we have this one, this one, this one, and we need another one here. So starting over here, bringing it to here, like that. And then I think we'll just go and do the same thing on this side, and we'll come back and fill in the other parts. So again, you're mirroring what you did over here. So here we've already got the first band. I'm going to lay the same thing over here with just opposite. So there, there, right there, and right there. Just like that. So now we have the same on both ends. Then we'll come back up here. And these bands that are crossed are the dark blue bands in this butterfly. So now we're going to lay our kind of star pattern right here. It's kind of like, here's a big V. We're going to do an upside little V in that spot. So whatever color you want to use for that. And go from this peg to here. Like that. That. There. And here. So you can see the little half star pattern in there. And we'll come down here and do the same thing. We don't have to start at the same spot because these ones aren't part of the major looming, because we do that first before we do the perimeter of the butterfly and the cross pieces. So we're just going to start here again. That. And like that little star pattern. And we'll come back up to this one, and we need to add an end cap for the middle, and then end caps on these. So whatever color you want for those. I'm going to double this one, and then I did make a couple where I triple banded these ones, and it did make for a little tighter design. This one is actually triple banded, and it looks pretty good. This one's just double banded, so I mean you can kind of get more color in there. But just kind of, you can try either or, but I think because I don't think these bands are quite as stretchy, that I'm going to just use do the double banding. So end caps on these 4. Like that. And come over here. And we'll do our middle end cap, like that. And then our other end caps here. Like that. So that's most of the looming we need to do. This pin, which is right in the middle of the wings, whatever color you use for the body, you need to put that color on this pin in an end cap, and you can maybe triple band it or quadruple band it. Just depends how stretchy your bands are. I think that was 4. You just kind of want it to be pretty tight. That's the part that holds the bottom of the butterfly together. So then that band right here, the same color as your body, so it'll hide in with the rest of it. So like that. And now we are going to loom out some of our butterfly here. I think we'll start with the centers here. So we'll start with this. Actually, I'll turn my loom so it's easier. So we'll start with this starburst right here and just loom them out. Should be the same band placement as me, so just pull it back towards you. For these ones, I'm not sure it really matters, but I did pull them a little bit differently. Grab. Like this bracelet, I just pull them straight back towards each other, and it kind of ends up like a big clump on the side of the wing here. I tried to fix that a little bit by just kind of pulling them more evenly with each other. And what I mean by that is I took the first band, just whatever color, and I pulled it over here. And this one I pulled to here. And I grabbed the next top band, or I mean, if you want them uniform, you'll have to kind of dig around to get which color where. Put that, and then that. So it kind of makes it so it doesn't bunch up quite as much. Gives it a little bit of a kind of more filled in, flatter appearance. So then pull that one up. And you can certainly just pull them back too, but that was just something I noticed when I was practicing. So go back here and do the same thing to this one. That. And then whatever your preference is for this part. I'm just going to do the same thing I did before. If it'll get off my hook. There. Like that. So now we have the middles loomed out. Now we'll go to this one up here, and we want to do the little star first. Doesn't really matter where you start, just the top band inside of the end cap for your star. Take that one and loom it back towards itself. So then in here, whichever band is on top, grab that one and pull it back. And then just grab the next one and pull that one. have it loomed out. And we'll do the under part here for this one. Your first bands should be this way to be loomed. You're going to stick your hook in, grab that top band and pull it back towards itself. Then go through. Don't grab your body bands, but just grab that bottom perimeter band for the middle part and loom that. So don't grab your body bands. So let's bring that back to here, and then go in here, grab the next band, bring it over. Make sure you get through both bands. Grab that bottom one, pull it back. And then the last one, same thing. Pull that back, like that. And then we're going to leave this last little row for later. So that's what that should look like there. And come down here and we'll do the same thing. So loom out your star. Like that. Top band. Pull it back. Like that. So there's the first part. And then this time we're going to go this way because it's mirrored. So this one towards there. Let's grab that top band, pull it up that way. Get this band, pull it up there. And the next band. Make sure you go through everything. And right there. Just like that. Alright, so now we're actually going to start looping the perimeter, and we're going to do that by, if you haven't gotten there already, I'm at the wrong end of the loom here, so I'm away from the red arrows. I kind of turned it around there. And then you go in through the end cap you put on here, grab the top band, pull that up this way. And then while you're here, we'll just loom up this way. Let's grab the bottom band, pull it up. Now if you notice, it's open here. And we're going to have two open parts right there on both ends of the bracelet when we're done. So make sure that this is the part that doesn't come off the loom. Or if you have, when we have to take it off, you have something through it. So, alright. Then come back here and we'll loom around. So make sure you go through all these, grab the bottom band, pull that up. Just like that. Alright, so now we're in this kind of mess here. And what we do is we're going to loom this one over. And we want to grab this band and pull that back to here. And then we'll just do the next band so it's a little more secure. And then you're actually going to take it off right here. So we just added an extra band in there, which will give it the rounder appearance on the bottom. So then go back to here, make sure you're not getting the body bands. Just grab that bottom perimeter. And it is a little tight in this spot, so be careful. And go in here, bottom band, pull it back. Up here. And if you want to, you can take this off so it looks the same to you. And go in here, there. And up around to here. Okay, and you'll turn your loom here, and we're going to do these ones. So just stick your hook in there, grab the band, and pull it over, and then grab this one, don't touch your body ones, grab that bottom band, and pull that over, just like that. So that's actually most of the looming we have to do. I suppose there's a little more technically. But now what we're going to do is put this together. So here is the end with the body part on it. We're going to go to the other side, and you're going to stick your, actually first, sorry. This is the other side of it. What we need to do is put some bands right here to help us put it together. You'll want to use the same color as your perimeter. So this is where, between the big wing and the little wing, stick your hook through here, take a band, pull it up, and just get it on your hook. And then you're going to need a C-clip to put on this band. Just like that. So just throw all those bands there and then have a C-clip on it. Now we'll go back. You'll stick your hook through the perimeter bands that are loose and the middle circle, so we don't lose any of that. Get your hook through there, and then we're going to remove this half of the butterfly to this point. Try not to remove past this point. It's not a big deal if you do, because we have to do something with it later. So, but just remove to here. And they are sticky because there's a lot of end caps and stuff, so just kind of. Alright, so now what you're going to do is turn your loom back around, and you're going to take this open part that you have, and you're going to put it right here onto this pin where the other open part is. And just kind of hold that there so it doesn't fly off on you or anything like that. And then you can kind of see what the design of your wing is going to look like when you're done there. So now what we're going to do is, you have your end caps here and here. This one is still wrapped in the perimeter pieces. They're the inside butterfly decoration there. So what we're going to do actually is just take this off. We won't lose it because it's all loomed up, and this is the open part. So then what you need to do is grab just the end cap and grab it through the middle of these bands and pull that up over the pin. And then you can do the same thing over here. Grab just the end cap in the middle. And what I mean by the middle is, don't go through the bands and pull it out. Just grab it from the side. and pull that up and over like that. So that'll help keep it on there a little bit better too. Now for here, what we're going to do actually is kind of set this one aside for a second. And we're going to do the same thing we did before with the rubber band. You're going to stick your hook through. Don't hook any of the body pieces, just through these pieces here, the upper butterfly parts. Stick your hook through those. Grab your rubber band. Pull it up through. Stuck. This went so well before. Okay, so stick it up through and then put your hook through both sides. So now you have this whole entire middle piece wrapped around this hook. So what you're going to do is pull that middle piece off, take your band that you have, take the middle of it, and put it over that pin. So now all this is over to the side. And then all we're going to do with this other side is find the middle of this, where you put your C-clip through, and you can take the C-clip off. This rubber band isn't holding anything together, it's just to make it easier to do the transfer. And it helps make the perimeter go all the way around the butterfly instead of having a gap. And then just put that on your pin, like that. Okay. And down here, just pull this over the middle. And this last part, we're going to pull this off. And in here, you should have that end cap that is the same color as your body. In my case, it's the purple one. And I think get all those loops on your hook and wrap it back around the pin. Like that. So now, I'm going to come up here and remove this top part of the butterfly from the loom. To have this part taken off the loom. You want to take all of it off, but we're still working on the middle bars here. But now we should have everything ready to do the body part. So you're going to come back here, and I usually like to kind of stretch this out and pull this part over if you can, just so that they're kind of off to the side where they should be, so that when we loom up the body, up the middle, it kind of gets divided how it should be. So we're going to go through this end cap we created earlier, and bring that band up, and grab our next body part. You can let go there now. Then same thing. Like that. There, and then the last one, like that. So that should be all of it. And now, when I take this off the loom, I kind of take it off weird. I take it up from through the bottom, I guess. I don't know if there's really a right or wrong side to this. There's a couple differences if you look at it when you're done, but I just kind of like, I guess I call it the little head thing right there in the front, and then the antenna is coming out behind. So to do that, I have to take my hook and put it up from the bottom and pull it off that way. So now you should be able to pull yours off your loom. So you kind of have a little mess going on. You got your two rubber bands still on your hook here. And what I do is there's two bands on each side. I bring my hook forward, hook that first one, and pull it through, and then just pull that tight. Be careful, sometimes I snap some bands earlier doing that. If you do, just as soon as you snap it, snap, and then you'll be able to stick your hook back in through that middle and put new bands in for that top part. So like that. And now it's secure. So then you can stretch it out how you need to. I'm not sure I like these metallic or the neon bands to do this with. They don't seem quite as full or something like that. But that's how it looks. Pretty good, cute little butterfly. And like I said, it's even lighter than the regular bands, like that. So this one, yeah. So a couple different patterns and lots of different ways you can color it. I mean, tons of different options. For the antennas, I just tied little knots in the end. And how I did that is, I know there was a tutorial doing it on the loom with a band, but they're already on there, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. So I turn my loom around so that the U is pointing towards me, I guess. And you just take your band, put it in the front, wrap it around the pin, stick your hook through the center, hook your band, and then pull it up. And there's a knot on there now, so don't pull too hard or you'll have your knot in the wrong spot. So you see, there's my knot, and then I'll just stretch that out where I want it to go. And then do the same thing with the other one. Wrap it around in front, wrap it around, stick your hook in there, grab your band and pull it through. Not too hard. And then just make the knot go where you want it to go. So, not too bad. So that is my attempt at a charm. And of course, I have to make them extravagant, and difficult to make apparently. So, if you are able to follow it, hopefully you can make some of your own. And I guess I hope you liked it above all. Hopefully I'll have more tutorials for you in the future. And who knows what they'll be. Thanks for watching.